is the deliverer. The ending of the thing. Don't worry about the beginning. Just focus on the end. Nobody but Jesus. I say.
So Isaac named the place Rehoboth, which means open space, for he said, at last the Lord has created enough space for us to prosper in the land. We're going to speak a few moments from the subject, dirty people. Dirty people. Here is Isaac, the promised son of Abraham. God, having blessed him, made covenant with him, told him that he would be blessed and he would be through who the seed of Israel would come through. And God was beginning to bless him and multiplied him. He sowed one amount of seed, but he reaped 100 times more than what he had sown. And, you know, many times and any time God began to bless you, you have to deal with some dirty people. You're going to have to deal with some hostile people. You're going to encounter some jealous folk. Some people that don't want to see you happy, don't want to see you prospering. They are jealous because of God's hand is on you. But the thing is, they're not really jealous of you. They're jealous of their insecurities and their faults and their failures. See, one thing I found out about dirty people do mean things, and mean people do dirty things. You got to be careful who you associate yourself with. Everybody you can't share your blessings with. There's some folk that you got, when you get blessed, you may have to disassociate yourself with them because they are not ready to receive what God is doing for you. Instead of being happy for you, they start talking behind your back. Instead of the way you used to have a relationship, now they shout with you. They really don't have a whole lot to say because the hand of God is on your life. But if you sow like I sow, you will still be blessed too. You got some dirty folk. You got some dirty Christians. They shout in the church. They speak in tongues, but you better not drive up in nothing new. You better not come in here talking about the house God gave you. You're going to really find out who's with you when you get blessed. That's when you find out who's your real friend. Because see, they can dance with you when they got a hoopty and you got a 2016. That's when you got a real friend. But if you pull up in a 2016 and all they got to say is, "Oh, God bless God," you better watch them because something is going on in their spirit. This man Isaac, Bishop, was a blessed man that the king told him, "You got to go because you're getting too powerful for us." I can deal with that. You being upfront with me, telling me that you really can't handle my blessing, I can deal. But when you go behind my back, when you talk about me, when you wish ill on my life, then I got to label you as a dirty person because you got some unclean motives. Your desire is not to see me blessed, it's to see me fall. But I come to serve notice on the dirty folk. I'm going to keep on going. You can talk about me all you want. You can scandalize my name. You can roll your eyes and suck your teeth. But I'm going to keep right on going because I know who blessed me. I know who called me. I know who anointed me. And I know who appointed me. Dirty people like to dig up dirt, Minister Law. They like to go back in your past and talk about the things you used to do or the thing you did yesterday. But one thing I found out, keep on digging because you're going to run up on your stuff. You keep on talking about me, then you got to start talking about you because you ain't no better than I am. See, dirty folk like to destroy your character. They mean-spirited. They're bitter. They're hostile with themselves. it's really not about you. It's about what God is doing in you. And then see, it's like a mirror, because when you ain't doing nothing and God start blessing somebody that is, it shows you your weaknesses and you get mad with the wrong person. Don't get mad with me. Don't even get mad with yourself. Just get down on your face and tell God, I'm gonna do better. Just tell God, now it's time for me to get in the place you called me to be in. Dirty people. It was a dirty thing to cover up this man's wells. This man had many flocks. He had to water his flock. The flock had to survive off the water. And for them to cover up his flock in his wells in those days, that was a crime. That was punishable by imprisonment. And there are some folk wondering why they can't get out of what they in. It's because you throwing dirt on other people and you done got shackled up in that foolishness and you can't get out of your mess and enjoy and celebrate somebody that God is using, and you in a spiritual prison because you digging up dirt and trying to destroy other people and don't understand you heaping it on yourself. It kept on, Bishop. Every time he dig a well, they cover it up. Every time he dig a well, they cover it up. That's how dirty people do. Every time you take one step, they're trying to pull you back in another. Every time you do something great, they scandalizing your name. And the thing about it is they like to roll in groups. Yeah, they like to roll in groups. You got groups of dirty people that go around doing dirty things in groups. Talking about the pastor, talking about his wife, talking about the Sunday school teacher, talking about your boss on the job, talking about the people in your family. Dirty people do dirty things. They do mean things. And mean people do dirty stuff. One thing I found out about mean and dirty people, Bishop, they have an agenda. Yeah, their agenda is to stop you. They don't want people to see you for who you are. That's why you can't let people whisper in your ear about somebody else. Get to know them for yourself. Don't you take that as truth. Don't you take that as being the truth. Because see, all you got to do is watch a person and you'll really kind of see how they are. I know some of us are good at hiding it out, but every now and then it comes up. Just rub them the wrong way. Just rub them the wrong way and see how they really act. See, every time the man dug a well, they covered it up. Isaac kept right on digging. You got to keep right on going. You can't be listening to that stuff what you hear in the street. People talking about you, and you got somebody else coming back bringing that stuff to you. You got to stop folk from bringing trash to you like you some kind of trash can, and they can bring anything to you anytime they want. Listen here, don't come to me with that mess because I'm going to hurt your feelings. Don't come to me with that because I'm going to put you in your place. I'm not a trash can. I'm not a receptacle. I'm not a recycling bin. You ain't going to keep coming to me over and over again. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know about it. I personally don't care. I got a truckload of stuff I'm dealing with. I ain't trying to deal with nobody else's mess. I don't care what they doing. I don't care how they doing and who they doing it with. It ain't none of my business. But when you open yourself up to that stuff, they feel freely about coming to you. They can call you any time of day. They can come to you any time of night with some foolishness. And when you constantly got a problem with somebody, my first thing is, why you ain't got it right? That's my thing. Why you ain't got it right by now? You done been coming to me with 12 different things. So that tells me you ain't ready to get it right. That tells me you want to continue to be dirty. That tells me that you want to continue to be mean-spirited. That tells me that you don't want resolution. All it tells me is that you ain't ready yet. You got dirty folk everywhere. They ain't just in the church. You got some dirty people on your job trying to get your position, trying to get you fired, talking about you like a dog. You got dirty folk in your family. They ain't never liked you. Ever since you was a little girl or a little boy, you ain't done a thing to them. They just don't like you because they see the favor of God on your life. They see you ain't with that foolishness, and they just don't like you. But the best way to deal with them dirty folk, don't give them no attention. Don't pay them no mind. Ignore them. Keep going. Keep on digging. Keep on walking. Keep on praising. Keep on shouting right over. Dirty people are attention seekers. They are attention seekers. They're like spoiled brats, like little children. Mama, see me, see me, see me. It's me, it's me, it's me. And when you don't pay them no mind, they get really rough. They start kicking and screaming, running, telling everybody. Now, you got to have the mindset that I'm going to live in peace with everybody. It's too much going on in our everyday life to be toting all of this foolishness and all of this hostility and all of this anger. Is too much going on in our everyday life to be caught up in that mess and then turn around and die and then get it right. See, when God's hand is on you, and you can't really blame it on the devil entirely. He just jumps on when he sees that we've opened the door. Because we are drawn away and enticed with our own lusts and desires. It's something in us that when other people get blessed, the first thing we think about is ourselves. When is my time? I don't think it all look all that good. I would have got the other color. I wouldn't have got the 2-story house. I'd have got the flat. That's too much cleaning. See, you got to understand that stuff already is in us, and the devil just take wind of it and he runs with the vision. And dirty people will frustrate you if you let them. They will aggravate you. They will vex you and have you all messed up if you let them. And you'll give up. You will give up if you let them dirty folk continue to frustrate you and aggravate you about things you know God done already spoke over your life. People do not have the authority to dictate what God is doing in your life. I can speak it and it'll happen. No, you ain't gonna speak nothing like that because God ain't with that foolishness. You can try to curse people all you wanna. You can try to do all kind of stuff behind their back all you wanna. If God ain't in it, it ain't gonna work. God is all about love. He's all about forgiveness. He's all about unity. He's all about peace. You got dirty people shouting, speaking in tongues, preaching, singing, teaching, all this stuff. Jesus told the disciples, you're like dead man's bone. You're rotting inside because your heart is defiled with dirty stuff. Your agenda is to bring discord. You don't promote peace, you promote division. And it's a shame to dress it up. Dressing up division with peace. Well, you know, I just get along with everybody. I don't know why they always bothering me. I ain't did nothing to nobody. Love to play the victim. When Hollywood has some roles open for victims, go to Hollywood. I'm sure you'll get the role. These men kept covering up and covering up this man's wells. Would not leave him alone. The wells didn't even belong to him. You got people want stuff that don't even belong to them. How you gonna stop somebody from being blessed? Balaam came to curse Israel, he thought. But when he got there, God said, pronounce a blessing. See, whom God have cursed, no man can bless. And whom God have blessed, no man can curse. You can slang dirt. You can try to throw salt in somebody's game. You can try to do all this old crooked stuff all you want to. Just keep on keeping on. And after a while, you're going to hit a brick wall. This man was blessed by God. Before he was born, God had already pronounced a blessing on him. So it didn't matter what happened, God was still blessing him. Because he sowed. He sowed. And the Bible says that he reaped 100 times more than what he sowed. You can't let dirty people stop you from moving forward. It just teaches us that when God bless you, you're going to have some folk around you that ain't going to be happy with you or for you. They're not going to dance with you. They're not going to celebrate with you. But what they're going to do is they're going to become envious. You're going to have some envious people that want what you got, but don't want to pay the price for how you got it. See, people want to be anointed, but they don't want to pray. Yeah, they want to be anointed and they want to be powerful in God, but don't want to get up in the morning and pray. Don't want to pick the word up and study. Don't want to suffer, because if you're going to be anointed, you're going to suffer. If you're going to be anointed, you're going to be lied on. If you're going to be anointed, people going to scandalize your name. If you're going to be anointed, there's a price to pay in being anointed. Salvation is free. But the anointing gonna cost you something. It's gonna cause people to walk out on you. It's gonna cause people to leave you and turn around and walk and go the other way. People was your friend for years, ain't gonna want to have nothing to do with you. The anointing comes with a price. And you're gonna have these folk around you. But while they're around you, just keep on going. You just keep on going. Keep your eyes fixed on the Lord. See, because some people don't mind it, Bishop, if you're broke together. We just two broke brothers. But if you get a little money and I don't get mine, then I got a problem. See, as long as we broke together, as long as we struggling together, as long as we spiritually on the same level, we're okay. But let God elevate you. You're going to find out how much they was really with you. And folk don't understand what it costs to be elevated. They just see the glory. Bishop, they don't know when you took money out your own pocket to pay the bills for the church and still doing it. People don't know that. They see the Escalade out there. He deserved that Escalade. And I'm going to tell you why he deserved, because he had a job before he was pastoring. His wife worked. They deserve everything they got, then some. So don't get it twisted when you see him turn up in the Escalade. Don't get it twisted, because God had already said before he was born that he was going to bless him. Folk get upset when you get elevated. See, being blessed ain't got a lot to do with money. That's just an extra added bonus. When you're blessed by God, he gives you power. He gives you anointing. He gives you the power to love folk, even though they don't love you. That's being blessed of God. It ain't really about things. He keep you in your right mind. I'd rather be dead broke than have a pocket full of money and a big bank account and crazy as a loon. Because somebody else going to spend my money. Some folk just can't handle it. You got some dirty people. Some of y'all ain't not dealing with some dirty people right now. Just keep on going. Don't worry. Don't pay them no attention. Don't even pay them no attention. Keep on going. It's just a temporary territory. They'll get over it after a while. Just keep on going. As soon as you stop and pay attention to that foolishness, that's where you get caught up. Just keep right on walking. Well, I heard they said this about you. Praise the Lord. Don't try to figure out who said it, why they said it. That don't even matter. Whether it's true or not. God can only judge me. But you got some dirty people that do some dirty thing. I'm going to leave you with 3 points and I'm closing. Don't allow the opinions of your haters to cause you to lose focus on the promise God gave concerning you. This is how you deal with dirty people. Because before anybody had an opinion about you, God had already given you purpose. You got to love your enemies and your haters. That's point 2. People that are envious of you, lying on you, gossiping about you, you got to love them. Because greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. And see, me continuing to love them and showing them mercy and compassion may win them over. See, at the end of the day, they still got a soul. That's why we have to conduct ourselves in the right manner. That's why God bless people, because he know they're going to take the blessing and use it not just for themselves, but to help somebody else. That's the purpose of being blessed. And don't quit moving. What that was in the movie Nemo, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. No matter what happens, keep swimming. Keep going. Don't worry about it. It's okay. They're supposed to talk about you. They're supposed to lie on you. They're supposed to scandalize your name. They're supposed to do all this. That's what opposition does. That's the fuel that keeps you going. Knowing that I must be doing something right. Somebody mad. See, when somebody get upset, you have to talk to yourself. I must be doing something right. Because, see, I'm not mad. They mad. See, when you get mad, then it's something you're doing wrong. But when you know you ain't did nothing wrong, and you know your hands are clean, you don't have to worry about what folk are saying. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming and keep on going. See, Isaac didn't lose focus of what God had promised him. He knew God was blessing him. Why in the world do we let people make us stop coming to church? Because of something they said. Or we thought they said. Because every dog carry a bone. See, that meat gonna have a little bit, that bone gonna have a little bit more meat on it by the time it get to you. Because they can't bring you something boring. They can't bring you a boring story all about that. Well, I heard she said something. They got to add to it. Because it got to be juicy when they bring it. People don't bring no dry news. Nobody don't bring no dry bad news. Nobody want to hear no dry bad news. Yeah, I heard they talking about you, your mama, your sister, your grandmama, and your uncle. They say all y'all was something else. That's juicy when you're trying to take something to somebody. But see, you got to keep going through all of that stuff. You got to keep going through all of that stuff. Before we who are saved got saved, somebody said something about us, we brushed that stuff off and kept right on getting high. Kept right on juking, kept right on planning what the next event gonna be. We didn't get stuck and say, I ain't going to the club tonight. What you doing? I'm gonna dance all around them. As soon as I see them, I'm gonna go out there on that floor, I'm gonna cut my step, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and I'm gonna have me a good time. We get over here, and somebody say something about us, we can't hardly make it. I ain't coming back. Won't answer your phone when we call you. Don't come back to church. Don't want to talk to nobody. But you say you got the power of God down on the inside. But you home, locked up, shut up, don't want to talk. I don't understand that. Don't let dirty people bury you. Don't let dirty people bury you. You got to be able to shake that stuff off and keep going. I'm better than that. You got to, sometimes you have to talk to yourself. Now, I ain't saying it's all easy, but you got to get it in your mind that, look, this ain't finna hinder me. I'm behind already a few years on what God got for me. I done messed myself up. Now I ain't finna let you come mess me up. I done slacked up and messed up some years. Now I'm finna come let you hold me up. Oh no. That ain't finna happen. I'm already behind. I'm already trying to play catch up. I'm already trying to get the way I'm supposed to be. And if you think I'm going to allow you to stop me from getting where God wants me to be, you are sadly mistaken. You will not bury me in that junk. I'm going to shake it off and I'm going to go somewhere else. You don't want to be my friend, I'll find another one. And I still love you. I just can't be messed up with that mess. Don't let dirty people bury you. It's a mind change thing. It's a mind change. So a lot of time we let what people say and do to us really affect us to the point where it stops us. But Isaac would not let what happened stop him. Isaac didn't even go to the elders of that city and file charges. He dug another well. They've covered that up. He dug another one. See, when people see that they can't get your goat, so to speak, they'll back up off after a while. But when you feed into that, that means that you done gave them some space. You've given them the attention they were seeking. Now they're going all the time. But when you look at them like, oh, yeah, okay. You got to dismiss them. You can't get caught up in that foolishness. The Bible says no soldier entangles himself in the affairs of this life. No, you don't get tangled up in that. Don't let people come to you with that junk, talking about other folk and what they got and this, that, and other, how they got it. If they got a Rolls Royce and they sold drugs to get it, ain't none of my business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That ain't my business. I'm not allow dirty people to contaminate me. And I'm not going to be a dirty person. It's a two-way street. I know what God has. When you know who you are in God, then you're secure in who you are. And you don't have to get validation from other people. See, a lot of these people are seeking validation. God already validated when he saved you. He's already validated you. So it doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what I think about you or you think about me. That's not the point. The point is, what does God think? And is he pleased? Is he pleased? So I encourage you today as Isaac, just keep going. You may be encountering some dirty people in your life. You said, I'm angry. I'm upset with them. I want to pay them back. I want to treat them the way they treated me. I know it ain't the right thing to do, but that's how I feel.